Jordan Zimmerman, who could do no wrong for the first 3 months of the season, had another rough outing yesterday, giving up 7 earned runs on 8 hits and 2 walks in just 2 innings. Jordan has seen his ERA rise a full point this month, giving up 16 runs in less than 20 innings. Our own Pat Mayo has been pointing out Zimmerman's unsustainable strand rate for the past 2 months, and that would have kept you out of harm's way. You can follow Pat on Twitter @ThePME. Jason Grilli earned his league-leading 30th save of the season yesterday and is pitching to a 1.94 ERA and .86 WHIP. This is from a 36-year-old who had 4 saves in his first 10 Major League seasons with a career ERA well over 4 and a career WHIP of almost 1.4. And check this out. Grilli has 64 strikeouts compared to the strikeout king Aroldis Chapman's 68. I made the mistake of leaving him on my bench much of the first half, thinking that there was no way he could keep this up. And don't make that same mistake down the stretch. This guy has at least 25 more saves left in him. And if you were keen enough to grab Jason Grilli as a closer, you probably were omniscient enough to draft Bartolo Colon as your #1 starter. After pitching his 3rd complete game shutout win this season, Colon is now 13-3. Is there anyone out there who paid more than $1 for him at an auction draft? Regardless of format, was he even drafted at all in your league? Colon won the AL Cy Young 8 years ago and was out of the game by 2010. The 56-year-old 310-pounder is now 10-1 with a 1.62 ERA over his past 13 starts, and he's now on pace for what would be the best season of his 16-year career. Something's fugazi there. Tillman has turned into a true ace in Baltimore, matching up with the other team's #1s, and Orioles fans have to be tickled orange and black, as finally one of their young pitching prospects is starting to live up to their hype. But from a fantasy perspective, Tillman just doesn't translate into a top-line pitcher. His 12-3 record is what you would expect from an ace, but his 3.83 ERA and 1.33 WHIP aren't going to win you a fantasy championship. The Yankees team plane apparently has some service issues, and if the pattern holds true, it'll break down when they attempt to place it back into service. Okay, this is one you just can't make up. Matt Kemp's season from hell continued as he was forced to leave yesterday's game with an ankle injury suffered on a slide in the 9th inning. We'll find out more later today about the severity of the injury. Yoenis Cespedes' wrist is still messed up after the home run derby, and he's not expected to be in the lineup again today. Konerko has completed his rehab assignment and is expected back in tonight's lineup against All-Star starter Max Scherzer and the Tigers. And have you forgotten about Roy Halladay? He threw off a mound yesterday for the first time since his surgery, and that's good, because he's a pitcher. The legend is looking to return to the mound sometime next month. Walter in Seattle, Washington writes, Mike, what pitcher would you take in a keeper league that you would want to have for the next 5 years? Would it be Matt Harvey? Walter, I love me some Harvey, but if you're going to give me just one guy to pick, it's got to be Clayton Kershaw. He's more tried and tested, and I think people forget he's just a year and 8 days older than Harvey. And now for my Bill Maher impression. Memo to the Yankees and Red Sox. New rule. If you can't play a baseball game in less time than it takes to drive between Yankee Stadium and Fenway Park, then don't bother. Who has 4 hours and 45 minutes to waste on a baseball game? For RotoExperts, I'm Mike Cardano.